actually seen John Wick because I don't have the attention span to sit down and watch a 2.5-hour movie, let alone 3 of them. But from what I have seen, it looks nice. I like the aesthetics, it has pretty colours, a cute dog, and let's face it, Keanu's a babe. I don't think anyone deserves to be immortalised as a 30cm high piece of plastic as much as he does. I've chosen this BTS doll because I think his nose is quite a good match for Keanu's. Also, he has a really fantastic articulated body, which is a massive plus.
So here he is out of the box. It's quite a big transformation, so I'm going to get stuck in, starting with the removal of the head from the body. I like to soak it in hot water to make it easier to remove. This will also help soften the glued roots of the hair. Now I'm trimming his hair down as short as I can. And pulling out the glued hair from the inside of the head. I bought myself a pair of forceps this time, which made things a lot easier for myself. Now he's hair free, I'm using acetone to remove his face paint. I'm so impressed with how strong this makeup is. It was so tough and took so long to remove. When I finally got it all off, I started removing the varnish from the body with a nail buffer. And following up with some simple shading to the body with pastels. I definitely need more practice with more detailed body contouring. If anyone's got any good tips, please let me know. Keanu has a widow's peak, so I'm creating a few extra holes in his forehead to change the shape of the hairline. I also like to paint some strokes to create a more realistic looking hairline. The synthetic hair I have is a bit too shiny for my liking, so I'm soaking it in a mixture of water and fabric conditioner for a few hours. After thoroughly rinsing out the solution and leaving it to dry, it has toned down the shine without stripping the luster completely. Last time I tried rooting the hair, I added way too many strands for each hole, so this time I'm using a lot less hair. I can always add more later if I need to. I need to make Keanu's eyes much smaller than the indents on the BTS doll, so I'm using a mixture of files and sandpaper to smooth the surface. I'm also filing down his lips as Keanu's are much thinner and flatter. I'm softening the head with the heat from a hairdryer and reattaching it to the body. Camera magic makes it look like the head just popped back on easily, but it was actually really difficult to get back on. And now I'm starting his face paint, and between each layer, I'm spraying him with a coat of Mr. Super Clear. I'm using a tiny brush to create a base for the facial hair before adding the synthetic hair. I first tried piercing the hair in, like how the hair on the head was rooted, but I started noticing some minor cracking on the paint, plus it was looking quite patchy when I wanted a much fuller looking beard. So instead I cut a lock of the hair into very tiny pieces, then used a clear drying glue to attach it to the face. Once dry, I trimmed and neatened the beard. Now it's time to sort out his hair. I'm using a hairdryer on high heat to redirect the hair so it points down. And I'm cutting off that bulk of excess hair that's not needed. Now it's about the right length. I'm cutting some different sections into the hair to give it a bit more texture. I'm using a strong hair gel to style the hair and keep it in place. The hair was still sticking out a bit, so I left cling film wrapped around his head for a few hours to help smooth it down. I ordered this really amazing detailed suit, but it's way too big and he looks like a bearded child wearing his dad's suit. But after some very time-consuming tailoring, it fits. And here he is. I gave him a nice little belt and some smart shoes to go with his suit. I think he turned out quite good actually, not too shabby for my second doll. So I purposely rooted less hair this time because the last doll I made had way too much hair, but I think I was a little too stingy. He could have definitely done with a few more strands here and there. It's okay though, it's all trial and error and I'm learning a lot every time. Got any tips or suggestions for me? Let me know in the comments. I hope you're all doing well and thank you for watching.